Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm back at the Dice Cup, and this evening I'm joined by
Steve.
One of the brothers Smith.
and we've just finished playing the Grimm Forest, which is all based around the fairy tale of the three little pigs, essentially, and the big bad wolf. The objective of the game, as you can see I've managed to do here, is to build 3 houses, and they're made of different sections. So you start off by building a floor, and then you build a roof section, sorry, a wall section even, and then you build the roof on top. And the way you build the things is you have to acquire resources. You can see I've got 2 wood here. Each round you have to decide whether or not you want to go to the fields to get straw, the forest to get wood, the brickyard to get brick, or there's like a market here which has a mixture of different kinds of resources. And you're choosing a card secretly. So I might decide, well, I've got a bit of wood, so if I get some more wood I might be able to build a wood house. So I would secretly pick the gather wood card. Everyone picks a card and puts it face down, so no one sees the other card, so they've only got this face down card. And you also have these kind of special ability cards which get played at the same time potentially. We'll come back to what they do in a moment. And then just before everyone decides where they're going to go, so at the start people are kind of not on here until it's revealed, and then everyone reveals the cards and you see where people have gone. So I may have decided to go to the forest, and as I say, other people may have gone to these other locations like this. And if you're the only person to go there, so if I'm the only one to go to the forest, I would get all of the 4 wood in this case, and that gets added to here. But if more than one person goes there, you have to share out the resources. So there's 5 straw here, so they would get 2 each, and the last one would just sit here, and no one will get that. The resources get added at the start of each round, so they kind of keep building up here, and you keep going to locations to try and to get the resources. After that, you spend, well, you've got a couple of actions you can take, but one of the main ones is you spend the resources to build the houses. You've got different costs, so it's cheaper to build the floor and then the walls and then the roof. But you can also use this opportunity to gain fable cards, which is like special ability cards that will help you in some way. So for example, in this round when I chose to play the gather wood, I had also played the big bad wolf, and everyone can play one of these each round, and they each do different things. So this one, you can see there's some very nice kind of monster miniatures here, and the big bad wolf lets me send one of these, send him to a particular location. So I might send him to the brickyard, for example, and then he kind of blows the house down, if you like, of somebody who was there. So in this case, because Orange went there, I could choose to knock part of his brick house down.
You wouldn't have known Orange was going there.
Oh, that's right, sorry, yeah. So originally the Fable card is played, and I decide to put him there, but I can't actually see that Orange is there because the gather cards are revealed afterwards. But if I was fortunate enough that somebody also decided to go there, I mean, one of the interesting things about the game is you're kind of looking at other players' boards, looking at the resources, thinking, I think he's going to build a brick house, so I'm going to send the big bad wolf there, hoping that he's going to try and get a bit more brick to finish his house. So there's lots of these different ones. You get one for each of the monster cards, and other ones that do various other things. Incidentally, every time you complete a wall section for a particular house, you also get a friend. You can only ever have one friend, and they're all kind of fairy tale characters. So this one is Cinderella, and they do, again, different things that are going to help you or possibly hinder the other players in various ways. There's a little bit of take that. In fact, David will probably tell you about this in a minute, but you can kind of potentially steal resources off people, or as you can see, knock parts of the house down. But you're just trying to gather resources, you're racing to build 3, and whoever does that first is the winner. What do we think?
Good. I think it's a really solid sort of deduction game. I think it's a pretty good all ages sort of game. You can play with people who are quite young. Way better than 14 years that it says. I would say the one thing I don't see as a 2-player game. And I think it says it's a 2-player game in the box, and I'm like, I think it wouldn't be fun. But it's a 4-player game, lots of fun, would recommend.
Okay. Dave?
Yeah, huge amount of fun. It was a bit of give and take. Couldn't quite stop Jonathan after he'd stolen my brick to build his roof, which should have been mine. I'm bitter, but no, really good fun. Yeah, like it's really simple. Within 5 seconds of Jonathan kind of explaining it as well. Yeah, I understand this.
Rating?
Yeah, good.
Steve?
I would say an 8 out of 10 for a family sort of game.
Okay. I loved it. I had a great time. Admittedly, there is a bit of take that in there, so you've got to be careful. If you're playing with younger children and you're stealing their resources, they may not be very pleased by that. And I was always seemed to be on the end of it where I was sort of giving take that cards to other people. I wasn't on the receiving end of that much. So my game went really well, but I can imagine if in a different game, like in David's shoes here, if you just get beaten on a lot, maybe not quite so fun. But as a package, I think it was fantastic. Great family weight game. The components are superb. The inserts, I should perhaps say, these are kind of boxed inserts to keep the resources in. These are really nice. The production quality in general, artwork, is just fantastic. I'm really impressed with this. For a family weight game, I honestly can't think of anything much better. I'd be on a 9 out of 10. Thought it was fantastic. Right, thanks for watching. That was the Grimm Forest.